Despite banning exports of crude palm oil, Indonesia still manages to book a surplus in its balance of trade.
And in May, Indonesia has achieved a trade surplus of $2.9 billion, marking 25 consecutive months of trade surplus.
From the end of April until the 23rd of May, Indonesia banned exports of all types of palm oil products, from crude palm oil and all of its derivative products, including cooking oil. This palm oil export ban sparked concerns that Indonesia's trade performance could be severely affected, especially considering that palm oil makes up a large portion of Indonesia's exports, being that Indonesia is the world's largest exporter of palm oil. But despite this, Indonesia still managed to book a surplus in its balance of trade. In the month of May, the month when Indonesia banned palm oil exports, Indonesia achieved a trade surplus of $2.9 billion. Indonesia's exports volume did drop by 21.29% compared to the previous month. However, the country's imports also dropped by 5.81%, as non-oil and gas imports fell by 4%. This drop in imports meant that Indonesia was still able to book a surplus in its trade.
Penurunan impor non-migas kita ini dikarenakan penurunan nilai impor untuk beberapa komoditas seperti mesin perlengkapan elektrik dan bagiannya. Ini kalau kode HS-nya kode 85 turun sebesar 11,16%. Kemudian besi dan baja atau HS 72 ini turun sebesar 22,81%. Sementara
in May, Indonesia's main export commodity, palm oil, plunged by 82.7% compared to the previous month. However, Indonesia's oil and gas exports managed to grow by 4.3% to reach $1.5 billion. Indonesia's trade surplus of $2.9 billion in May means that the country has now achieved a surplus in its balance of trade for an impressive 25 consecutive months. Furthermore, Indonesia is projected to record another trade surplus in June, especially since the country has lifted its ban on palm oil exports, while the high price of coal and crude palm oil could further boost Indonesia's export performance.